Alright guys, what's going on? Long time no see. As you can tell, I am driving my car. I haven't made a video in a while, so I'm here to catch you guys up. So basically what it was, I didn't want to make a video on exactly what happened because I wanted to take most of the time to just learn and figure out how to fix it myself and take some time without worrying to have to like record or do anything else. But in the end, we came to a very solid conclusion, and it was the flywheel bolts. And basically what happened was me, being my retarded self, decided to use the OEM flywheel bolts with a 300 horsepower motor and 300 foot-pound torque motor. I launched it at the track, I guess a little bit too hard with the slicks. You know, I was running like 25 PSI in the slicks, and I jumped off the line and it just died right away. And then I basically just lugged it down to the end of the track and tried to diagnose it there. Couldn't figure out what was going on. Took it back home, and about 4 days later dropped the trans and looked at the clutch. Mind you, I just spent $300 on a brand new White Bunny Stage 2 competition clutch, and basically the flywheel bolts snapped right off the block and were dancing around in my clutch and ultimately destroying it. And I think I still have a few pictures and knocking out one of the pins off in the inside of the clutch. So the clutch was toast. Flywheel was also toast because it was just destroyed everywhere, just mangled with metal. So without having a car for around 2 weeks, eventually we just left it there. We got to fixing it, we dropped the trans, somehow got the bolts out.
And we gotta get those out of there.
So we eventually got the flywheel bolts out. It was a pretty big job. And what I did was I got in contact with Competition Clutch, but they were nice about it. They gave me a discount on a Stage 4 6-puck Competition White Bunny clutch, and with the flywheel and everything. So that is what I'm running now. And Nick thought about his purchases this time and got ARP flywheel bolts too, so we should be set for a little bit more horsepower than this thing has right now. But local car show was today, so I'm gonna get this thing washed up and ready to go. So I haven't washed my car in like 2 weeks, but I am always very nice. I bring $3 worth of quarters every time I go, and I'm always really nice, and I usually have a little bit extra, and I typically just leave them here in this bag. But I guess my karma is catching up to me. Look at, you know, there is good karma. It does. Okay, and another thing, I do unfortunately have to break this in for another 500 miles of light, but in the end, I'm 100% sure it's going to be worth it, you know, just taking it easy for a little bit. But another thing, this clutch is pretty wicked actually. Like it engages in a totally different spot than any of the other two that I've had. I mean, and since it's a 6-puck, I mean it grabs unbelievably hard. It's something that I had to get used to for a little bit there, and you know, I'm just finally starting to get the hang of it.